everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Ravens going up against the Bengals. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Timmy Jernigan, play him over the nose, play him at defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's Garrett Swanson now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Here we go. 1, 9, 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity, nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, Dalton under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Dontari Poe in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
Blue 10.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Here's Garrett Swanson now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. I never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now a toss play to Bernard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing Jones. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. And while we have a moment, let's meet the starters defensively for the Cincinnati Bengals.
And they wanted to update and beef up their secondary, and they did that with their first-round selection. William Jackson III out of Houston has speed, good eyes in the secondary, and is aggressive on the corner.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? So that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly had. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
We've got a 3rd and 11. Gun. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd down, 8. They come up in an offset eye. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Andy Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Zebra! Zebra! Zebra!
Dalton gives to Bernard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. On the right side, caught by Green. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And a give this time to the tailback. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. 190. 190. Ohio.
third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Throwing Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on third down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down now after the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Can't find anyone open. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy. who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself. And that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
We got three. Blue 10. Blue 10.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Zebra.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the screen, Bernard. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 59 yards. even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And it'll be Dalton again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Their big-bodied receiver from 17 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And now following the timeout, we'll see if the offense tries to change things up. And first, we're going to get a timeout as the defense will talk this over. So they're going to go for two.
Zebra, 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 zebra. Kill, kill, turn up. Kill, 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 turn up. Set, zebra, zebra.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for two is snuffed out. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Jones. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading. Here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Double tight, double tight. Oh, no. 3 down. Oh, no. Set, wide, zebra. 89.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's got time in the pocket. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. He hurdles him.
Should get a goal.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags. And it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Such an electric play. So much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing, Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Everyone's got 4 down. Set 3.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power with an M. I get you down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids and being rapping and rattling battle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling riveting, rhythmically clear. I am vigorous, spinner right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Come out.
Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah.